See how you go. See how you go.
Thank you.
Welcome on the show. This is Temi Ajayi here. I'm currently here by myself. My ladies are not here today. Heidi is extremely tired up. I won't be able to be here, but Liz is meant to be here. Hopefully, she will be here. She's got a topic for today. So, as I haven't really got any topic to be discussed. But thank you. I just want to use this opportunity to thank everybody that has been reaching out to me in the past weeks. I really want to come to say thank you. And if you've been following me on my page, Facebook page, you see all that I've been going through these days. We have the our page. Can I say so? Firstly, our page is open for out food. So it's HOWT foods.com.au. So if you're in Australia, anywhere in Australia, you should patronize us. Go on that page to be able to get any African food. Talk about African food. The people that are doing this, the people that are doing this African food, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're surviving. It's excruciating. It's just ridiculous, so painful. Throwing people's things, like just putting them in the trash bin, everything that you bring, like lots and lots. I mean, one of my friends just lost about 100,000 worth of goods. How do you compensate for that? How do you compensate for that? It's really hard. I know that, we're in this Western world. I don't know if the expectation is for us to be eating just lemon meringue or Vegemite or that. We cannot all be eating it. Some of us came to this country when we were like over 30 years. So there's no way our palate now is gonna change totally to just be eating, you know, mashed potato, sausages, whatever it is that is the food here. It's very hard. I mean, I'm not gonna expect anyone to leave Australia, for example, and come to Nigeria and just be eating pounded yam every day, eating ogbono soup, isiewu, all that. It will just be unfair. And so I have written to one of the senators to see to this, and I've received a letter back from the Department of Agriculture, Border Securities. They've written me back and say I should gather all those people that have been treated badly, because I've got a series of incidences that I've heard. The foods are packed properly. Sometimes there's really nothing wrong with it, but obviously it depends on who you meet, who the inspector is that is checking your food. That's what is going to determine if they're going to trash it or if you're going to go home with it. And it's not one person, it's not two people. The thing is, the last time somebody's clothes are not food. Those were thrown away as well. And I was told that now that they don't want any food to come. So I'm really reaching out to the Australian government to let us know. I mean, about 15, 20 years ago, we called people from the Customs, Border Security, all of them to come talk to us in Nigerian Society of Victoria. And they came and they told us that once your food is packed this way, it's professionally packed, it hasn't got some insect or weevils, you can bring your food. And that was passed, and we start to do it well, and it's been allowed. But recently, there's been terrible news everywhere that This is like witch hunting, that, they don't want us to bring food. And people are crying out and say, the other nationalities are allowed to bring their foods. Their foods are not even better than ours. Ours are like flowers. They gari, they something that are decently packed and good looking food, for example. We're not bringing crocodile or whatever you have. So there's no reason why other nationalities are allowed to bring their food. Some of them even look scary, and they're allowed to bring it, and we're not allowed to bring ours. So there's an issue, and it looks as if it's an attack on us. So I've written a letter to the department. Like I said, I've received the feedback. So if you're got stuff that has been thrown away with no just cause, let us know, because they're asking for the way bill number, the particular incident, and I've sent one. There was one that was sent to me through from New York. The company is in Nigeria, the producing company in Nigeria, but they have an outlet in New York. This company is so big that the American government is already gone to their factory in Nigeria and they certify them. They're extremely top notch. And I bought some of their product from New York, sent to me, and those were thrown away, packaged decently. They were thrown away. So this is been my pain, and I'm really angry about this. So something needs to be done. Somebody needs to reach out to us to tell us what the problem is. Again, I say, someone told me, depends on who is checking your consignment. We determine if you go home with it or if they trash it. Now, I'm going to go on a quick break, and I'm going to come back and talk about the recent one that happened to me again, second time personally. I'll go on a quick break. I'll come. Like I said, Liz is entangled somewhere. She'll be here shortly. And ID is off today. But I'll go on a quick break and I'll be back. Welcome back on the show. We've got the topic of the day. We're not there. If Liz comes, then we'll be talking about today. But I'm just talking about things that has been upsetting me. I mean, you can tell from my face that I've been through a lot this week, and it hasn't been a pleasant time. But anyway, in everything, we just thank God. But I had a case of, my things being thrown away again last week. Now, it was just a small package that was sent to me. Got the agent to clear it, and then I went there to get them. I understand that one of the items, they packed them like in 500 grams, bottles, and all sealed, everything done. The labels were all on it, but there were a couple that didn't have. They missed a couple of the labels. Now I'm not impressed with that, because it wasn't machine that did it. I don't know if it was machine, but how they would have missed a couple of bottles being labeled, I don't know. The other thing was small rice that was sent. These are ofada, they are traditional rice, ofada rice that was sent. It wasn't even a lot, it was like maybe 10 kilos or whatever. That was thrown, and they told me, oh, every time you need to be checking the border security website every day and see if it changes, if the policy is changed, if they've refused to have it coming again. How are we going to be sitting on the website every day as if we're looking at the forest? Checking the forecast. Is it going to plummet today? Is it going to rise tomorrow? So this is an issue. Those were thrown away. Not just that, I had to pay the money for the quarantine, a vehicle. And then I have to pay money for the quarantine dunghill. So the pit, wherever they put the rice, I have to pay for that. That they're throwing it in this pit, I have to pay for it. That a van is conveying it, I have to pay. So this rice will be maybe what, $50, and then I'm spending about $500 to throw it away. So the storage where it was, I'm paying for that for 3 days. I'm paying for the van. I'm paying for it's. This is just not fair. Really, really unfair. So now I'm still talking to them because there's nothing wrong with that thing. It's not that it's contaminated or something wrong with it. You want to throw it away, it's your choice. Now I have to pay all this money. I don't know how that is going to go. So, like I said, if you have any issue, if you experience the same thing that I'm experiencing currently or I've experienced, and you want this to be pushed forward to help other people come in, because as it is, we're not going to be able to eat our food ever. It's just going to go bad if there's not a class action or something to say no to this. It's not right. So but that's just my issue. The other thing I want to talk about is my hope so. The other thing I want to talk about is that my chicken needs to go to a good home. I've got 3 chickens left and they need home. They need someone to babysit them. So if you're able to babysit my chicken, can you let me know, please? They're good bunch. They just need a good home. It's crazy. They just need a good home. So if you can babysit, let me know. What other thing? The other thing I want to talk is every time people see me fly, they're like, save Johnny, you're going home. No, I'm not. I'm not going home. I'm just local here. So thank you anyway for praying for me and for thinking I'm going and everything. But no, I'm not going yet. Just to let you know. What else did I write down to talk about? Aha. Some people also wanted me to do some sort of party here for my father. I understand that you want me to do a party, like a remembrance or something, something. Maybe I will look into that after the official funeral is done. Funeral is done in July. So maybe after July, I'm praying. I don't know. I don't know. But I might do my own party here. So I'll let you know if I'm doing that. So I'm considering that really. I'm considering that. Yeah, so as I am now, I need a lot of prayers. I don't know how to say it, but I need prayers. We all need prayers. But I've got a family member that is it's sick at the moment. Not a church member, I must say. But anyways, a family as well. So we're not 100% 100% at this time. We're praying, we're trying, and we let God finish the work. Heidi is going away in this month, in July, and I think July. I think July. The month of July might be a little bit challenging for us. August also, but we're gonna let you know because I think we're gonna have a break due to few unforeseen contingencies. we I'm sure we're gonna definitely have a break. It's better to have a break than to be um to disappoint you guys, you that are following us every day, every week. You want to know what's happening to us and what we're doing this week. So we wouldn't want to disappoint you. We just thought we're gonna just take a break. We really do need a break. I think we all do need a break, as a matter of fact. So today we were meant to be talking about consent, and consent is we have different types of consent depending on the scenario and the situation, organizational policies, what it meant by consent. But I think consent is a very interesting topic, really. I've got a topic. I've got an incident with a consent before. Funny, where I think most of us will have had it before, where doctors get sued for touching some patients. That's one of the funniest one I saw. When you walked with your 2 feet, or you carried in stretcher, whatever, however you get to the doctor's practice, and the doctor touched you, and then you went ahead and sued them. That's that's very silly. That's very silly. I heard a couple of incidences, but actually I heard that I don't even want to say. I heard that a doctor was fined once, in the dark old days, though, I believe. Not when a patient walked to your practice and they want examination or some sort of checks, and then they check them and they say they swing the doctor. So I think it will have been an interesting topic if only Liz is here to talk about it. I might have to leave the topic to next week because I don't like to talk this on my own. But I'm very familiar with some consent, being I was gonna say practitioner. Doing practicing nurse. So medically, you know what the consent. We always give it to our patient before we wheel them to the theater. I mean, even in our church, a lot of compliance about, and as a justice of the peace as well, a lot of information you cannot just divulge loosely. So I'm familiar with consent, but I don't know which angle these ladies what they're trying to say about their own consent. So I'm gonna have to call it a day today. I just thought I'll show up and have a chat to you really personally about what's been going on. Oh, what's that look like? That looks funny, doesn't it? What's been going on in my life. So again, if you can babysit my chicken, I'll be very happy. My dog, they I have not concluded yet, because then I'll be needing babysitting as well and all that. So I need to go to the school, learn very well from my neighbor, and then I will get the babies. I'm thinking one at a time. I think that's a smart thing to do, one at a time. So, but I'll let you know what else is happening in my life. Go, if you are in Australia, can you tell somebody about this, that um our out food is open now, and you can even watch our show on the website. So I'll let you go there. And until then, I'm going to have to call it a day today, because again, I've got church right now. So I'll see you then. God bless. Take care. Love you.